You are now tuned in to the Windy City Benders podcast. This is WCBP.
All right, it's another edition of the Windy City Bender podcast. It's Jarom. It's Tanner as usual. How you doing, bud?
I'm fantastic.
And then we got a special treat for you guys today. We've got the nicest, greatest person I've ever met in hockey. He is the heart and soul of the Benders defensive core. He is the writer he covers the Florida Panthers on HockeyBuzz. Welcome to the show, Matt Ross. What's up, buddy?
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Dude, so glad you came on. The second time on the show. So you've kind of people know about you a little bit, but if you're watching on YouTube, you see his glorious stash right now.
It's not nearly as thick as I'd like it to be.
Sorry, you still got a couple more weeks in November, so you got time. So he does cover the Florida Panthers for HockeyBuzz, so I think it would be a missed opportunity if we didn't talk a little Panthers hockey just a little bit. So first, let's start off with you guys are a year into the Joel Quenneville experience down there. What's the overall feeling so far amongst the Panther fans with Coach Q?
I think a lot of fans like him. I don't know how you couldn't. He's got the pedigree. I think this year was a big-time letdown, but I think most fans are used to being let down by the Panthers, unfortunately. I think they're going to catch on. I think the new GM, Bill Zito, made some cool moves this offseason, even though I know some people aren't as crazy about him. I think they're a better team than they were last year now. Just weirdly, because I think some of the contracts he signed are prove-it deals, and I think that those guys are going to be pretty hungry, and I think they're going to start promoting from within. So you're going to see like Tippett and Denisenko. I think there was a reason they didn't go out and sign any big name, top six guys, because I think they think Tippett will fill Dadonov's spot, and I think they believe Denisenko will take over Hoffman's spot. I think it's going to be a cool mix of young guys and guys that had maybe a season or two that were pretty bad with other teams, and they're coming here to say, hey, I could still play. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm excited. I just want hockey back.
Yeah. Is the door completely closed on Hoffman coming back?
I was about to ask that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a good question. I think it is. I feel like they've probably moved on. I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm not a huge Hoffman guy. I don't think he fits the Panthers. I think he's a tremendous goal scorer, but he was inconsistent like a lot of the guys were, I felt. And I think that his style of play, he's more of a floater. He'd probably be better off on a team that can afford a guy like that, who's they've got forwards that play both ways, and then they can afford a guy who can just float around and score. And I think the Panthers need a little bit more help in terms of all-around guys. So I don't know. I mean, obviously scoring helps. So if they resign, I'd be happy, but we'll see.
That'd be perfect. What are your thoughts on the Hornqvist trade?
I am very excited about that because I think that was an element that the Panthers were really missing, a guy that could just go to the front of the net, cause some disruption, get some dirty goals down there low. I know people are dogging him that he's slow, he can't pass, he can't shoot. I don't care. Put him on that first line. Let him sit out in front, clean up for Barkov and Huberdeau. So it should be cool.
And he's got a big chip on his shoulder now.
Yes.
That first game against Pittsburgh is going to be some fireworks.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know
pissed.
Did you guys see that picture? Was it real of his Penguins equipment outside? Was that a joke?
I think what I had seen was that he had been doing skates and he was actually just drying his equipment out on his driveway.
Oh, that makes more sense.
It's not like I don't think he really was, having a yard sale. Hey, if you guys want it, fucking take it. Fuck this team.
Well, I think it's interesting too. I know Bill Zito was saying that one of the big reasons too they wanted him was because he's a veteran and he's a really intense guy. So I think they believe he'll come in and hold a lot of those guys accountable, because I think there was a big time. Well, for a number of years, I think there's been a big time lack of accountability in that locker room. So we'll see.
Bring a little bit of a championship pedigree to that locker room too.
Yeah, and then we got a guy like Q, and then you got a guy like Hornquist, who are a little older school guys that I think aren't going to put up with guys that are just going out there and not putting any effort in. So we'll see.
Got Scott Darling coming in. He's gonna take over.
Yeah, well, that was interesting. But I think Zach, you kind of hit the nail on the head. I think it was more of kind of like I don't know what you want to call it, but
like a favor
kind of thing.
Yeah, like a favors kind of thing. Trying to help Darling it back.
Yeah, because they obviously have Bob and Chris Drager, who I think is better than Bobrovsky right now, and then you have who's waiting in the wings is what's his name?
Spencer Knight. Yeah.
Spencer Knight.
Yeah, he'll be the future eventually. So,
are you guys
really having a spot unless it's with the AHL? Because he said he'd be fine playing with in the AHL. So,
are you guys kind of kicking yourself over that Bob deal yet, or?
I didn't like the deal from the get-go. I thought it was horrible.
Yeah, Bob definitely played a lot better playing in Columbus, but they're such a defensive team. Like, you even see it like this past season with Korpisalo and Merzlikins. It's like you don't need this super stud goaltender to like show that they can play really well defensively. I think the defense probably just made Bob look a lot better than people thought.
I totally agree, and it's nothing against Bob. I just don't like huge contracts like that. I just think it's so risky. And then obviously the first year you could see why it's a big risk.
It's like what, 11 million per year or something like that?
10.
It's 10.
He's got that Kane deal.
10 for 7 years, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only 7 because it was not on the same team, so he max 7 years.
The guy is definitely can be an elite goalie. I think he just it's just sometimes hit or miss. I feel like he's kind of hot and cold, and like you were saying, Tanner, that defense in Columbus definitely helped.
Yeah, Torts just being such a defensive-minded coach he's going to get the best out of his defensive guys. Maybe not the best offense, but he'll get a good defense out of them.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So Panthers also made a little bit of hockey history today too. It got announced that they hired the first black assistant GM in NHL history with Brett Peterson being hired. Have you guys seen anything about that? Like, is that kind of like, was that in the works, or is it kind of like out of nowhere in the news type of thing?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not really sure about any of that stuff. It was a cool signing. I'm not like an expert or an insider or anything like that. I'm just a fan, and I'll write some blogs for HockeyBuzz for them. But yeah, and he's a young guy too. I think he's like 39.
Yeah, wow. It's just all that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
he used to be an agent.
Cool. Yeah, I think Zito is definitely making a good front office there. I think he's setting this team up for the future pretty well. I think he's trying to change the entire DNA of the team, because I think for a long time it was, obviously you guys know Florida's kind of the joke team where like guys go to just skate through games and then play golf. And I think Zito's trying to change that whole perception. So he's bringing in some tougher guys, and I think it'd be a little bit tougher to play against, hopefully.
They definitely have the building blocks to be a really good team. It's just trying to like turn that corner. Like they're making playoffs. They just aren't putting together the wins once they get there. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. The bubble was rough. Again, that last game against the Islanders, it didn't even look like it was like one of those things where one team showed up to play and the other one didn't.
Just wanted to hang out with the boys in the hotel. That's about it.
Yeah, right.
All right, so last question, then we'll move on to the fun part with the jerseys. Here.
The jerseys.
Yeah, do you see a playoffs for them if the season gets going? Do you think it's just going to be another one of those like bubble teams type of situation, or do you think they can do some damage if they get hot?
I don't know. I think obviously the huge area of concern was the blue line. Re-signing Mackenzie Weegar was huge. Bringing in Gudas is that's a tough one because he's Gudas, but he's a tough guy, and so that's what they sorely need that on the back end.
I forgot about that signing.
And then Zito going back to the well with Columbus to pick up that new Devara guy. I think he'll be pretty steady defensively. So there's just so many – it's hard to say because there's so many things. It's not like one area that they need to improve on. I mean, it's all areas. So, yeah. But I think, again, I have hopes that the combination of, these young guys that I think are going to come up mixed with these guys that have something to prove, the Vinny Hinostrozas, the Wenbergs, yes, like those guys have something to prove. So I hope they come out with like chips on their shoulders. And then you got the grizzled guys like Hornquist and Gudas, and then the vets like Barkov and Hubie and all those guys. I mean, they got to start showing up more consistently. And if they can do that, I think they have a good chance of getting over the hump.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, like you said earlier, I just want hockey back. I need hockey. It's so weird. Like,
or just any news besides like the jerseys, but like actual like signings and everything. Cause like, why is there such like a blank space right now? Nothing.
So the only news that really came out about it is that Bill Daly was talking that they might start with one schedule, but then they might change it as it goes.
I didn't hear that. That's crazy.
Yeah, so they might be doing like a hybrid schedule, just like in case. So if something goes down, they can flip and just keep it going, kind of thing. So
what? Oh, I guess you got to have backup plan B.
Because I know they don't want to do. They said they don't want to do semi bubbles. They don't want to do anything like that. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens when it actually gets going. They keep saying January 1st, but I think it's getting more and more unrealistic that's even a remote possibility.
It's only a month and a half away.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about. It's going to be here before you know it. Did you guys think it was weird? It was like free agency hit, and then obviously I understand all the really small deals. Like no team wants to really go too crazy with the uncertainty of everything going on. But then it just went like flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Everything just stopped.
There's still because we got Hoffman still out there. I mean, there's some decent names still available, and I don't know. Some guys I know are waiting to see what's going on with the season before they decide. Because there's guys like Granlund who said he was going to sit out if the COVID stuff was too serious, so he's not signing until he knows what protocol is. So maybe that's what a lot of these guys are waiting on, or I don't know.
What about just real quick before you jump into the jersey stuff? What about the Senators? Like, they had a ridiculous draft, and then I felt like they went out and signed everybody.
They did good.
I mean,
I'm just waiting for Eugene to blow it up and ruin it. Like they're starting to do like the right thing and start build up towards a legitimate team. I just was so surprised at all the moves they made. I was not expecting that. So.
Yeah, I think they're just kind of trying to put guys out there while they're going to develop their young talent that they acquired through the draft. And anybody that they're basically going to get in like these trades, because I'm assuming all the guys that they signed, they'll end up trading like in a year or two just to get more like first, second rounders or anything like that. Like, I don't think Dadonov signed with the Senators just to win, Like,
yeah.
And the crazy thing to me too that I wish would happen is the Senators have so much cap room right now. I wish they would give an offer sheet. Like, go out and offer sheet like Sergachev or like Chiarelli from Tampa, because Tampa's only got $2.5 million right now, like in cap space. Just be like, yo, here's a $4 million deal to Sergachev. Yeah. Try and fucking match it. We'll give you a third and a second. Who fucking cares? I don't know what the offer sheet compensation is right now, but
it's just wild because they're a team that I feel like historically has never really done anything in terms of like sort of making a lot of moves. And then all of a sudden this year, like I said, once the draft happened and then they were like, release those new jerseys and they're just signing people. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy.
Yeah, those jerseys were. I was kind of like, those are gonna be kind of lame. I'm like, I'm not looking forward to it. But they did a good job. Adidas is really doing a really good job on these jerseys, and I think we're gonna talk about it right now. So the long-awaited and rumored reverse retro, however they word it.
Reverse retro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally dropped on Monday after a Sunday full of teasers, and it was just like, come on, just do it already. So a lot came out, a lot of good, a lot of bad, a lot of okay. Did you even do anything? So we
New York.
Yeah. So Rossy had the great idea of actually going through the jerseys and kind of, talking about what we liked about them, maybe what we didn't like about them. And then we're going to just do a little top 3, bottom 3 of each jersey. So we are going to go through these. We'll just go through this alphabetically.
Oh, baby. Okay.
Yeah, why not,
So, all right.
Let's see.
First up, the Anaheim Ducks brought back the mighty Wild Wing.
Awful, man. I'm sorry. I can't.
I fucking love this one
it.
because it's so
People
silly.
either love it or hate it.
I think the funniest part about it is the fact that it literally has. I mean, it's Wild Wing, but then Wild Wing's actually just wearing a regular Ducks jersey.
Dude, that's so funny. I never realized that.
It's so great. But yeah, and I think the funniest part too about it is the font style of the jersey.
The Disney font.
Yeah.
Yep. Dude, are those like icebergs for leg pads? Or like chunks of black ice?
I think it's just really poorly drawn.
Yeah, leg pads. What kills me is seeing the reviews, like people talking about this jersey, is they you can tell either who has been a fan of this team for a while that knows what this is versus the people that are newer or might not have paid attention because they're like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Why would you ever even create this? And people are like, this is already created. It was called the 90s. And then someone's like, this really looks like this cartoon show, the Mighty Duck cartoon show. And we're like,
yes.
Well, yeah, that's what it
That's how the team came to be. It was fucking Disney. I think the funny thing too is because they did the reverse retro, so they kind of did the inverse colors. So it kind of looks weird, like he's coming out of a mucky water.
Yeah.
But he's somehow bursting through the mucky water rather than actual ice.
That's a good point. And that brings up, I didn't really understand some of these jerseys, they're not quite retros reverse.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Well,
I was going to say, we'll get to that.
Kind of taking liberties with some of them.
Yeah.
We'll get to that very soon, about 3 jerseys from now.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
I think I know which one you're talking about, too, by the way.
So, what do you guys – so, overall, Rossy, you don't like it? Tanner?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, go ahead, Zach.
It's one of those that it's it's so bad that it's great.
I literally had the toy.
I had one of those from McDonald's. I remember they had I had
gotten one from Toys R Us.
Oh, okay.
I got a legit one.
All right. So next up, the Arizona Coyotes.
I'm sorry.
Go, Rossy.
I'm not feeling it.
And I was about to say this team that just continuously messes up and destroys anything good finally hit a home run.
I love it.
Oh, man.
This might be one of my favorite jerseys of these that got released.
I love it too. I think one of the cool things is we don't really have any purple jerseys in the NHL at all. And then with the reverse retros, we're actually going to get 2 teams with purple jerseys, which is pretty awesome. Very underutilized color.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with you there. I'm curious what the socks and what the gloves.
The whole setup.
I'm assuming they're going to go black pants.
They would have to go maybe purple pants. Let's go. Go all out.
That would be terrible.
But I mean, I had the green version of this back in the day. I love that jersey.
Yep.
So
I had that too.
I'm glad they brought the scenic at the bottom of it. I was when they showed the original like teaser cartoon and it looked straight up purple and orange. I was really kind of worried about the Phoenix Suns like hockey jersey basically. So I'm kind of glad that they went essentially with what that jersey was and just changed the green to purple. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I would be remiss if we didn't give a shout out to Sean Grady, our good buddy, who loves both that Ducks and this Coyotes jersey. So
he's a big '90s guy. He's a
big '90s, huge '90s guy.
Yeah, I cannot wait to pick up my Phil Kessel version of this. Let's go.
I'm gonna get a Yelmerson version. That'd be sick.
Oh,
I think these jerseys are pretty expensive though. They're like $260, I think.
These ones are.
I thought that's what I saw the Panthers were going for.
The Blackhawks one's going for $240.
Oh God!
That's the name,
one, right?
I don't think so.
Jesus.
I want to say it's just because I think it's limited runs. I could be wrong though. I'm proud. I know.
You know what? I kind of hope it is a limited run though. I think that makes these a little bit cooler too.
I already have one on the way.
Did you already order one?
Yeah,
well, I didn't order one. My fiance did.
Oh, Blackhawks.
Yeah, she got me. I think she's getting me a Kane one. So I'm pretty excited.
Sweet.
All right. Any other comments on this one?
Love it.
All right. Next up, the Boston Bruins. Let's see. Maybe Rossy can get on the board as a liking one.
Oh man, it pains me to say this. I like this one.
I don't mind it. Yeah.
Nice and simple, and I love the old shoulder patch. They brought back the snarling bear.
Weird bear.
Yeah.
Like I think someone's described it as Winnie the Pooh on crack or something. Like
yeah, that's exactly what it is though.
Dude, there was something really special in those old logos and the graphics. They were just kind of like crude, but they were so cool looking. They were just kind of crudely made, but I don't know.
They were definitely drawn by somebody that was not an artist.
Right, yeah.
Just somebody that worked for the team, and they're like, can you draw a bear head? Yeah, dude, I'll give it a shot.
They went like they originally went like, oh, this is the general idea of what we're looking for.
Yeah.
We're like, just print it. Let's go.
That's a crazy looking bear.
Yeah, and like the original like preview, like the one this one got leaked, it looked like it was gonna be really gold.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it's more yellow for sure. Does
it get like the white on the end of the sleeves too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Thick white there. It reminds me of the Hawks, the Hawks white that had the real thick black on the end of the sleeve.
Oh yeah, what was it? The Winter Classic one, right?
Yeah, and I thought the '90s Hawks white version. I thought it had the really thick black stripe on the bottom. I could be.
No, yeah, I remember what we're talking about. Yeah, pains me. What you said pains me. I mean, I like it. I think it was Dice in our group chat, or maybe it was you, Tanner, that was like, "It's nothing crazy, but it's not awful." It's it's just like it's good. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
I like it. It's nice and simple.
Yep.
All right. Here is one of my other favorites here. Buffalo, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's solid. I like it. I just the thing that bothers me about the old jersey is the fact that it just says Buffalo like right above your dick. I just think it's like super unnecessary. But
yeah, I don't know why they put that there.
The crossing sabers is really cool though.
It was on the original jersey though too. I looked back.
It is. Yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying. Like I love that they went with that, but like let's leave some things out. Like unnecessary. I think this jersey would look really cool with like the ones that they just wore with the gold. Those like the white ones that had the gold trim on the logo. That would look really cool with this jersey.
Yeah, but those the 50th anniversary or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are really sweet.
Yeah, they I really like the shoulder patch on this one too, the buffalo head.
Yeah.
It looks so much better in these colors.
I totally agree with you, Zach.
Rather than that black and red.
Yeah.
Let me throw something at you guys. What if they had done this? They took the bison head and put it as the main logo and put the crossing swords as the shoulder patch.
I think that would look fantastic too.
Yeah, I have that black jersey, like when they used to do it like that, when they had the head up on front.
Yeah, they had, I had that red one. It was the same thing with the buffalo head on top and then the sabers on the shoulders.
Yeah.
That was a bright red.
Why did they switch from the blue to red? Like, was there ever like a reason for that?
I think it was just when they switched the logo.
Just rebranding, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they took away the cross sabers and the buffalo, they switched to just the buffalo head. That's when they switched it to the black and red.
That was like the era of Hasek, I believe.
Yeah,
Hasek.
Yeah, because when he first started on that team, like they still had the old blue and yellow.
Yeah.
And then they went to the red and black, and then I don't know when they switched back over, but it was when they did the Buffa slug.
That was when they.
That was the worst.
Yeah, that's when they switched from CCM to Reebok. So back in 05.
Horrible.
That was terrible.
Oh.
I remember when they first switched, and I was watching on like whatever, like Versus or whatever the fucking game was on, and they were at like the desk before the game, and they had the team's logos, and I was like, what the fuck is that thing? Like, who the fuck is? I thought Buffalo was playing Anaheim or something, and then I was like, that's Buffalo? What the fuck is going on?
It was a horrible logo.
Yeah. I'm really glad they got rid of that pretty quickly.
All right. Any more comments on Buffalo?
Nope.
Looks good. Looks good.
Is this the one we're thinking of, Tanner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's the same as they had.
How is this Calgary Flames, for those who are not watching on YouTube, this is the Calgary Flame all black with the horse with the flames come out of its nose.
I forgot what the name of the horse was.
I didn't even know there was a name for it.
Yeah, they had some name for it, but I don't know.
I think the only thing that's different from the original is they just like slightly changed the stripes up.
Yeah, the stripes are on an angle, and then the shoulder patches they change it to a white C rather than a red C.
Oh, okay.
But I don't understand how it's a reverse retro.
Yeah.
Like the jersey would look great if it was actually reversed, if it was like a white. Do they even have a white with the flaming horse head at all?
I don't
I can't remember.
So.
I think that'd be pretty cool. And then you can leave the bottom of the sleeves and the bottom of the jersey black.
Yeah.
Maybe the shoulders could stay black too with those white C's, and then I would just change the jersey itself to be white in the main part and in the upper sleeves.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
But yeah, I don't understand what's reverse retro about that. It's just retro.
Yeah, to me, it's just a slightly updated version of the original from maybe the late '90s, or whenever they had it.
Yeah, I'm only seeing a black jersey.
Yeah.
And it is, I'm looking at it. The difference from what I'm seeing in the old picture is the base here isn't red. That's red on the old jersey.
Oh, same with the bottom part of the sleeves. It's the base. Yeah. The bottom of the jersey and the sleeves itself are red.
And the C and A's had like the flame.
Yeah.
The flame
that's really weird. They should have. Oh, I guess they have the C's on the shoulders. But they should have the regular.
Oh, right.
Flaming.
And those are white.
Those shoulder patch.
Yeah, those are red on the original jersey.
I wonder if they're going to keep the Atlanta Flames A for the assistants on those jerseys.
Yeah, because that is a really sharp look, I think.
I love the fact that they do that with their assistant captains as they keep that Atlanta Flames logo. It's really neat.
I agree.
Also, the funniest thing too, because the team is named after a natural a disaster that happened in the U.S.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, I know. We have a big smile coming from Rossy right now.
You're gonna be surprised, actually.
Carolina Hurricanes.
Okay, you guys go first.
You're surprised. I want to hear why you're gonna be surprised.
I'm not crazy about the gray.
Okay.
I don't know. I love seeing the logo back. Obviously.
Yeah.
The gray kind of throws me. I don't know why, but I love seeing that jersey.
Has it got the whale patches on the shoulders?
Yes.
Yeah, those are good. Yeah, and same here. I'm not crazy about the gray, but like I like it.
Stripes. Don't know why.
It's like they at least kind of goes with what we were saying with the Flames. At least they tried something different.
Yeah.
Like, did they ever have? They never had gray jerseys for Hartford, did they?
I think they did.
Yes, I think towards the end of their run, they switched to that like dark blue, and gray.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me.
Okay.
It was like right before they moved.
I do like it though. I don't know. It's definitely a little bit reverse retro.
A lot of the Carolina social media fans are not happy. They are sick and tired of them trying to lump Hartford's history with Carolina.
What do they haven't changed their logo or their jerseys very much in the past like 10, 15 years. Like
they're talking about how that they've had the team longer than the Hartford Whalers were around now. Yeah. Which I don't know if that's true.
I could believe it.
But they're saying it's time to create our own history. And I think I texted you, Ross. I'm like, sorry that your team's got some boring and basic logo and concept that you can't really make a cool history off of. That right. You got to go off of your origin.
I mean, everybody loves the whale. How could you not?
Yeah. I'll take the
Apparently
whale.
Carolina fans.
I will take the whale over the hurricane logo any day of the week.
So, yeah, towards the end of their run, they went really dark, like navy blue, and the white that was in between like the whale tail and the W was turned to gray, and then the sleeves and the bottom of the jersey were gray. So that must be where they're pulling.
You froze.
Yeah, I was like, did I freeze?
So all right, and then I still.
There you go. He's unfrozen.
Yeah. So I still want to take your idea, Rossy, for Bender's men's league. Mm-hmm. Flip the Whalers logo to the side so it makes the B.
Oh yeah.
And rock a men's league jersey set with that. It would be so sick and be really pissed Potes off because he had to get this. He just bought the navy and red pads. So.
Oh right.
You know what? You can tell all the Carolina fans. You can just tell them that the H in the middle just stands for Hurricanes, and just call them the Hurricane Whalers.
Hey,
there you go. Problem solved. There's your history.
And now I can only see the H when I'm looking at this logo.
Yeah. That's right.
Hey, wait, quick. Hold on. Sorry.
Yeah.
What color pants do you think they're gonna go with?
Navy, like a dark blue, maybe.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I could see them going green.
Yeah, I could see green too. But the only thing I would say no is because of the green at the bottom of the jersey.
Yeah.
I think they would want to like break it up a bit. So like, yeah, I see like blue pants with the gray, and then there's just those same stripes on the sock.
Yeah. I'm curious to see the whole setups on like everything, especially.
Yeah, same here.
Like gloves, except I sent you, Jarom, the one of Dallas's whole setup that got like leaked out.
Oh yeah.
And I'll talk about it when we get to Dallas, though.
Yeah. Washington showed theirs too. So.
Oh, okay.
They should make everybody have to play with Eastons and Sherwoods for these games too.
Oh God, that would be amazing. Wood sticks and.
Yeah.
All right, so probably the most controversial Chicago Blackhawks. So what I'm going to – if you're watching on YouTube right now, the screen that I'm showing, because the NHL went – I don't know if it was NHL or if it was Adidas called. They worked very hard to not show the Hawks logo on this jersey. So what I'm going to do here, if I can – I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, man. I'm sure you can do it. I believe in you. Hey, look at that.
There we go.
There it is.
All right, so there is the Hawks logo based on what they were showing in the 1940 jersey. 1940 logo, updated version of the logo though. Thank God.
Skin was a little bit more red in the 1940s logo.
All right, I'll let you guys go first. What do you guys think?
That's fine.
Oh, I like it. I think it looks cool. They could have used, I think, a white stripe on the bottom.
Yeah.
Something there, yeah. But I like it. Nice and simple.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me, but I just feel like the inspiration jersey that they show, like a lot of people have linked to, it's the one that has like all of the stripes across
middle, yeah.
And they just kind of went really simple with it, where they just took like the logo and kind of added it to like what I would assume would just be our regular black alternates if we were to do that,
Sure.
Yeah,
looks good. Simple.
I'm not a fan. Originally, when I first saw this, I put this under my bottom 5 because I was just expecting so much more. Like I was
getting one of these. Shut up.
But like you said, I mean, it's grown on me a little bit. It's one of those that I think I'll enjoy watching them wear and skate with. But unless I find it for like on sale for a really good price, I don't think I'm gonna go out of my way and buy one of these. My biggest thing is it's just so plain. Like you said, Ross, though, it needs white.
Clean.
It needs a white on the bottom. I think like the stripe and doing the stripes on there, you didn't have to go crazy like that jersey that it's inspired on, but it's like a couple stripes would have been nice. At least maybe like what they have on the sleeves, bring around the whole jersey.
Yeah.
Like it's just a little more. Like I love that 1940 jersey so much. Like I don't understand why they.
It is a great jersey.
Yeah, why do they not? The
million
million outdoor games, they couldn't bring that back for one of those.
They call them reverse retros. So they went so reverse on this one, they took all the stripes off.
The stripe just disappeared. So I feel like we got to talk about this too. Kind of what I was saying. Is it weird? What's your guys' opinion that the NHL or Adidas or whoever was responsible worked so hard to keep that logo from coming up?
I don't know. It was weird because like when they were all released, like clearly the Blackhawks was just shown as like the back. But if you followed like Blackhawks social media accounts, like they showed the whole jersey themselves. So I don't think it came from the Blackhawks or the NHL. I think it might have just come from like Adidas itself, but I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I hadn't really paid attention. I must have missed that it was. You're saying it was sort of felt like it was hidden, or?
Yeah, so like most of the NHL social media, you didn't actually see the logo until they did a original 6 post where they put all the original 6 jerseys. Every other time it's been that.
Oh, okay.
That was
or
the
just
picture.
like a side profile where like they're kind of like arms like in front of them a little bit and they can't see it. It's just odd.
So,
which I think causes more of a controversy if you're kind of oddly doing something like that rather than just like being this is the jersey release and then everybody would probably be like, yeah, that makes sense.
That brought up, like, I was reading an article today that kind of infuriated me because it's definitely a guy that's anti-Blackhawk, anti, like, the logo, the name, and all this kind of stuff. But he's sitting there basically saying, as a message to the NHL, he goes, either accept that you guys are racist or change the logo. They're like, clearly you have enough worry that you are purposely not showing the logo. So if that's the case, why do you even continue to show it? He goes, you guys have just to own up to you guys, your racist, like, double standard, like, viewpoint kind of thing. I'm just like, first off, that guy's infuriating. The whole article is infuriating. Like, listen to this guy talk. And definitely it was like a very liberal guy, very, like, probably was cheering when that statue got destroyed in front of the United Center type of people.
Probably hates that we cheer during the national anthem.
Yeah. But it's like I don't understand, like, what more can the Hawks do? I feel like they've been doing a lot of great stuff to kind of get ahead of this whole like, what's the word I'm thinking of? I'm drawing a blank. Culture appropriation. They're doing, like, a great job, working with Native American community, like, around the area. They're they're gonna be doing stuff before every game now, kind of like talking about the history of Blackhawk and all that kind of stuff too. It's like, at what point do they finally back off, or is it just give me one of those things until the Hawks give in and change it?
I think people are just going to bitch about it until something changes, because that's what people need to do. They always just need to bitch about something. that's all I think.
I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's just kind of annoying. It's the same thing, because it's like Hearts. Like, I understand. I do understand, because like you look at the Redskins, you looked at the Indians logo and all that kind of stuff. Like, that was bad. That was like no need for that. I feel the Hawks are doing it the right way. They're doing appropriate, and this might be my bias being, diehard Hawks fan, but
it's another one of those logos that looks like somebody that was just a part of the organization just tried to draw as well.
All right, let's bring this back to have a little fun. Got a little
hey,
there. All
this
right.
is
Colorado Avalanche with the classic Nordique with the Avalanche coloring.
I think this is one of the nicer jerseys that are out there for sure.
I wonder if was there any Nords fans pushing back on this, or?
Not that I saw. I think this one's been so universally loved, and I think the Nordique fans at this point, they're buying their time. They know like it's somebody's going to mess up and they're going to get relocation. They're going to get a team, and I think they're just buying their time too. Where Hartford fans are kind of like, all right, well, it's not coming anytime soon, so, but I don't know. I think even if I was a Nordiques fan and seeing this, I'd be like, oh baby.
Yeah, it's a nice looking jersey.
It's clean. It's simple. Not too much detail on it, which is, is there any stripes on the arms?
I was just gonna ask that.
I do not know if I have a photo of that yet. Yeah.
That's
I'm assuming. I don't know if maybe that's just the bottom part of the sleeve where it kind of is the same as the bottom part of the jersey where it's just a solid stripe, or if there may be something else. I'm kind of surprised that they went like full Nordiques logo on there too, instead of going with like the Avs logo at all.
Yeah.
And it looks like you can't really see, but I'm sure if I went on to like the Avalanche Instagram or something, but I want to know what the shoulder patches look like on that.
So I'm looking. I can't tell if this is. You never know, like what's real and somebody just made something.
People are getting so good at their at creative now.
It looks like it's just one maroon stripe at the bottom of the sleeve.
Okay, I mean that makes sense.
It kind of carries like the same as like the bottom of the jersey itself.
Yeah.
Ugh, why do we have to have these stylized videos? Just show me the fucking jersey.
I know.
It's cool.
Okay.
It was really cool that they do all that stuff, but at the same time, it's just put it out. Just come on.
Yeah, like just let me see the pictures. It looks like the shoulder patches are just the same, like the fleur-de-lis kind of like thing at the bottom of the jersey as well.
Wow, so they did all Nordique, no Avalanche at all.
Yeah, that's what I was. Wish I could
tell. I love that. I really love that jersey, and I hate that it's the Avalanche in our division and all that kind of stuff, because it's like
that's literally Saad's jersey right there, number 20.
Yeah.
And take the C off.
You could literally get to look at Saad what he could have been wearing, and now we're looking at Saad what he's going to be wearing. Fucking hurts.
Man, that's a big yay for me on that one.
Yeah,
it's a nice one.
Yeah, hard to
I hope we can go to some games anytime this year. Like that would be great. I would fucking want to go to an Avalanche one, because it looks like they'd wear that on the road because it's a white.
All right, Columbus.
Yeah, I like this one. I like this one. It makes me think of like a 90s all-star world team jersey.
This is actually the first time I'm looking at this jersey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, I love it. You know what I'm talking about? When they used to do like North America versus the Worlds in like the All-Star game, it makes me think of like the World's team jersey.
Yeah.
Where they wear the red.
It's so weird though.
It's got the stars on the sleeve here. Like, That's Sod's old jersey.
It's so weird, like the white on the outside and then the red on
all
the
way up.
inside. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I like it.
I don't hate it, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I like the old logo with the green on the stick. That's nice.
I wonder if they put didn't they have a bumblebee?
Stinger.
Yeah, Stinger.
I wonder if he's the shoulder patch.
That's what I'm trying to find. I don't. Nope, it's the Cannons.
Is it the Cannons?
Yeah, it's just the Blue Jackets cannon. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
sorry, Stinger.
Looks pretty good. Yeah, a lot of people I think were hoping that it would be Stinger on the front logo rather than the CB with it's like a ribbon. I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I feel so stupid. I didn't even know that was supposed to be a C until you said it right now.
I don't feel so dumb anymore about not understanding logos.
Oh man.
CBJ, yeah, the J's the stick.
Right.
That's how I feel all the time.
So this is like, do they rock red pants with this?
I hope
I feel like that would be
say
so much.
They gotta get like the navy pants, navy helmet.
I think it'd be a little too much red.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be like red on the front and white on the side.
Unlike the one that they're referencing, like the whites that they had, they were red pants, white helmet, navy gloves.
Oh God. No,
But
I don't like that.
I don't know. I like it though.
Yeah,
Looks
not
good.
bad, not bad.
Can't wait to see the whole setup.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dallas. Woof.
Oh man.
Honestly, on the ice from so far away, you're not even gonna be able to fucking read that it says stars on it.
So they really went. I mean, so reverse retro. These were all black. I remember. It was a great look, I thought. So yeah, they just went total. Yeah, that's gonna be tough to read on the ice.
Yeah, it used to have even their whites that were like this. The bottom part was green. The bottom part of the sleeves were green. The stars itself logo was gold, and I think there was just like gold trim like along the whole thing too.
Yeah.
And this literally just looks like a green star and like a star outline on the jersey, and it's just
like
white.
Unfinished or something.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like it's like a paint by the numbers, but like they didn't finish.
Yeah.
Like
it was like a time job. Like it was like, okay, you have 20 minutes to do this, and it was like, all right, pens down, stop.
Right.
Well, okay, so you sent this. I think I remember. I don't remember. I think I remember what you sent me. The full getup on this.
It's white pants, white gloves. It's
white pants and
white pants, white gloves. It's terrible.
Socks, I would assume, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm almost positive. Let's see. Do they have like a full setup? I forgot what it was on like Reddit. Somebody had posted.
Their jerseys this year, their whole goal is just to mess with your eyes. You have all white out there, and then you're gonna have the dark with the neon.
Oh yeah.
with their alternates.
I forgot about those neon ones. Oh man, those are nasty too.
Jesus, Dallas. It would sucks to be a fan right now, huh? I don't want to get any of these jerseys.
No, I'm not. Boo.
Let me see. I gotta find this. Yeah, keep
going. All right, so we'll
shit
come
on
back
Dallas
to it.
right now. Oh, here it's right in our group chat. Yeah, it's white pants, white gloves. Fucking.
Is that confirmed though? Or is that like a rendering? Somebody rendered it.
I don't know.
White helmet too. I can't really.
Yeah, white helmet, and it's just like a green and black stripe on the socks.
Oh God.
That's rough looking.
All right, so from
basically the Andrew WK look on the night.
Yes. All right, so from rough to rougher.
What do we got?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
So bad.
I guess I don't understand the gray.
It's a practice jersey.
Yeah.
It looks like. I mean, the winged wheel is a classic logo. So it really pops. But
I think that's what they were striving for. They're like, all right, well, we can't really do anything because our jersey's been the same since 1926.
Yeah.
They legit have no shoulder patch at all either.
It's weird looking.
It's just a white jersey with red numbers, the logo, and a gray stripe on the sleeves and at the bottom of the jersey. That's it.
So this is EASHL. You just start your team out and you don't have unlocked everything yet. So you got but you get a cool logo. So boom.
Yeah, it is. It looks like a practice jersey you toss on.
Yeah, I don't even need to spend much more time on that one.
I don't know. I'm sure Detroit fans are pissed, but Detroit sucks, so whatever.
Edmonton
looks fresh.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
I like it too. Isn't this though basically what they have already?
It looks very similar. Honestly, if you told me that those were just like Edmonton's home, away jerseys, I'd be like, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
But they're really embracing the Gretzky era.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Nothing too impressive, but it's not bad.
No.
I'd say it's along the same lines as the Blackhawks, where it's yeah, it probably could have been better. The oil drip logo, they could have done that, and those colors with the navy and gray, I think would have been cool to do a reverse retro with, because they already use these colors.
Yeah. I think I'm surprised. I'm a little upset with that they didn't do the oil drip. You
guys are a fan of the oil drip logo?
I think it just would have been different. I think different.
You get the cartoonish jersey of Anaheim, and then you can't tell me that the oil drip is too bad.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it, but I'm just hey, it would have been cool to see something different, instead of like we said, because if you told me this is their road jersey, I would believe you.
Yeah. Right?
So if you had something a little bit different, which I thought was the whole point of these jerseys, was to be different than what you typically have. So, all right, here we go for Rossy.
Nice. Yeah. At
Florida
first,
Panthers.
At first, I thought the white stripes were a little too bulky, but I think it's okay. I think it breaks up what would be probably a dominant navy color.
Yeah, I like it, and I like that. The ones that they're pulling inspiration from, it was just a couple, 3 stripes towards the bottom of the sleeve, and they went back to that dark blue.
Yeah,
and I think it looks nicer where it kind of goes to that. Those stripes go to that point, and it finishes out the sleeve as a red and white kind of finish. Where it follows with the bottom of the jersey itself too, which looks good.
The worst thing about this jersey is that it reminds Florida fans how bad the new logo is.
Yeah.
Oh, the soccer team logo?
Yeah.
That is definitely – I mean, I feel like this is going to outsell – if they make merchandise with this, it'll outsell any of the current stuff.
Oh, God. It's such a good logo.
I honestly don't know why I always thought the Panther was holding a broken stick.
There's a version of that.
Okay. It's am I going crazy? Which is hilarious because when I was a kid, for some reason I had a red, a white, and a blue fucking Florida Panthers jersey. I had all 3, and I don't know why. I think they were just on sale at Kohl's or something. And my dad was like, "Let's get them, fuck it."
Well, they really stuck to the bones of that 96 jersey. I mean, it's the same exact layout, minus the colors are changed and switched.
Yeah, a little updated, a little bit more, a little bit brighter, with the kind of brassish gold or.
Yep, because that used to be white. That piping on the shoulders was white.
Ah.
But they just kind of flipped that, and then they brought back the great palm tree and stick shoulder patch, which is nice.
Yeah, the crossing.
Put it back on the shoulder. So
for a team that really doesn't get taken seriously, they sneakily have or had some of the best logos, main logo and secondary logo in hockey.
I totally agree with you.
Like
I
I would
honestly think the shoulder patch logo looks kind of like a roller hockey logo, though.
It does, yeah. But I mean, I would put that up there. I would obviously put that logo for secondary logos top 5, maybe even top 3.
Yeah,
All right.
great logo.
Yeah,
Good stuff. Good stuff.
yeah. Big fan of Florida for that one. All right, LA.
Ooh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you got the black and gray Kings jersey logo with the purple and gold setup.
So, yeah, this was my thing. Like when they're combining, I guess, eras for the retro reverse.
Yeah.
So like you have the late '80s, like into the '90s Gretzky era layout, right?
Yep.
And then you have the original,
Color.
royal blue quote, even though it's like purple, and then the gold.
Yeah, I think it looks really good together, but I was hoping for that Burger King logo, you know.
I know, God.
Yeah.
But those are sexy though looking. Big fan of these. I think the only thing that's actually kind of weird now that I'm looking at it is the fact that they have the numbers on the stripe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I just noticed that. Why did you point that out?
I just had to do it. And like on the jerseys that they're referencing, like the ones that are black and silver, like those doesn't have anything on the shoulders or the arms, it looks like.
Yeah, they were just plain.
Yeah.
No numbers or anything?
No.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yes.
I wish you hadn't pointed that out because
You're welcome.
I'm like,
You're welcome.
it's like the FedEx arrow. You can't.
Well, you know what's weird about it too is the fact that they made the number white with yellow outlining and then outlined in like, I don't know if that's black or if that's purple, but
Oh yeah.
it's just strange. Like, I mean, if you wanted to put it on the yellow stripe, make the number purple.
LA, man, you had me, and then Tanner had to point that out, and now I really don't like these.
Yeah, it's because it's on the stripe is on the elbow. That's the weirdest thing.
That's like that stadium
like
series
the
jersey
jersey.
they used too. Like their stadium series, it was just a really big numbers on the side.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they had those numbers.
Not bad.
They're doing numbers fucking weird over.
I kind of wish more teams did it this way. Like they took maybe the colors of one era with the style of another era.
Well, not a lot of teams have like different
color
combinations.
But I'm talking about like the teams that did. I think they're
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because like it looks good with Buffalo. I like it with LA.
Right. Yeah. Buffalo is a great example of using like a type of jersey and then another color layout. Like solid stuff. But I wish I didn't notice the numbers too because I like that Kings jersey. But it's just so fucking weird.
It is.
Just get a blank jersey. All right. Here's another. I hate to admit it, but I like it.
Yeah.
What I have to say I think is cool they did here, and if you think back to the Avalanche jersey, they just went straight Nordiques, but Wild were like, hey, let's take, I guess, like the aesthetics of the North Stars jersey, like how it was laid out, and their colors, but we'll use our logo, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wish that it was you know what? I don't know. That's kind of weird because Avalanche did their colors and Quebec's logo, and Minnesota's doing North Star's colors and then their logo. So I like the way that they both kind of did it in a different way, but they both look really good.
I know. It pains me to say it too, Zach, but that is a nice looking jersey.
Yeah. Do you think kind of looking at this, because I'm like, I really like this color combo.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you think any of these teams are taking this possibly as like a test run for maybe a brand change down the line? Like if Minnesota were to change to these colors down the line,
just that primary logo just being green and yellow looks way better in my opinion. Better. I don't know. I like it a lot though.
Yeah.
And it's the jersey itself is just so simple.
Yep.
But it looks very good altogether. What the hell am I?
All right. Here's another interesting one.
Yeah.
Montreal.
They don't really have much to do they haven't changed like anything like ever. So I think having the blue is pretty cool.
But
the tiny stripes at the bottom are kind of throwing me off.
They had that on their old retro jerseys though.
Oh, do they? I can't even picture.
I got one. I'm looking at one right now, so it's just like that's how I was able to see it.
I also hate how these people are wearing hoodies under these jerseys because I keep thinking, the strings doesn't look right. Yeah. No, I mean I don't mind it. It's just another thing too. It's like they couldn't really do too much unless they were gonna go like absolutely nuts with like the barber pole and do like some weird different thing with that. But I mean, even then you couldn't really reverse that.
This is reverse retro right here. They just switched the blue and the red. So
yeah.
Hey,
you could tell me that was the jerseys that they wore. Like their retroness is the fact that they wore them last year or something.
I wouldn't hate that as a third jersey for them.
Oh, true. I could not tell you what year this jersey would be from, no matter what.
I thought I read it was like the late 90s to early 2000s, which I'm like,
really?
That doesn't seem right.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
All right.
Ugh.
Nashville.
Don't even get me started, man.
Ross is a big Nashville guy.
Oh, man.
It's a jersey.
This reminds me of a roller hockey jersey.
Yeah,
that's true.
The layout of it.
I just I don't know.
Where's the mustard cat? That's another one they should have just did that.
That's the one that I'm kind of glad they didn't do at all. They haven't used that like shoulder patch logo in a long time too, where it's kind of like the skull, right?
Yeah, and I think when they got rid of this jersey is when they got like this jersey's
era. Oh, and they brought back like it's kind of got like that dimpledness on the silver that's on the shoulders and arms. Like, yeah. I think that's weird still too.
That silky look and.
How's that cat eating with those huge fangs, man? No way.
Ain't no cat I've ever seen.
Yeah. Thank God, finally a Central Division opponent that I do not like jerseys. Like,
it's funny because the retro that they were like referencing, apparently they had the stripes came down lower to like the end of like where the collar's at. And so since the stripes came down so low, the C was literally on like half on the shoulder stripe and then half actually on the jersey. Because like the photo I'm looking at, like I found on Reddit where it has like the retros and then what they're referencing. And it's really funny because it's Kimmo Timonen and his C is half on the silver part, has a stripe behind it in the middle, and then half on like the navy. It's just like, who fucking made that design?
Nashville, choice? What is wrong with you?
Bad looking jersey to me.
Yeah, I am not a fan at all.
I like the logo still. I think it's kind of neat.
All right, here's another one for Rossy.
Just in time for Christmas, baby.
I love it, man. I think it's awesome.
New Jersey Devils.
I was a little nervous. I had told Zach before, like, a little nervous, a little too much green in there. But when I looked at it more, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is cool.
I like it. I think it's kind of cool that what I'm noticing now that I haven't noticed in a lot of jerseys is that the sleeve stripes themselves, it kind of goes like white, green, white, red, white. And then at the bottom of the jersey, it goes white, red, white, green, white. So it kind of like flips it over onto the bottom, which is like a cool contrast.
It is.
I think that makes it look a little bit sleek because a lot of the jerseys kind of had followed the same like sleeve pattern down the bottom of the jersey.
Yep.
And this one's a little bit more unique.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you, Rossy, with like I love New Jersey with like the hint of green and all that. So seeing them really embrace the whole green is just I'm phenomenal. Great job on these ones.
Love the Christmas tree jerseys.
And they're another team too that like their jerseys really haven't changed up much throughout the years, so it's kind of hard to do anything way out of the ordinary. But I mean, this is pretty much they never had a full green jersey, right?
No,
it's always just Has it always just been like hints of green?
Yep. Because the original Christmas trees were just the whites and then the red.
It
would be white.
Yeah, it's a big fan of those.
Same here.
But the same cannot be said.
There was so many opportunities to. I mean, not so many, but there's literally
fishermen.
an opportunity to go with the fishermen for the Islanders.
Apparently, Lou turned down all ideas for these.
Why? I mean, if ever there was a time to bring the fishermen back, this was it. It's going to be worn for 4 games or whatever. Like, have some fun with it. I don't know. This just looks like their normal jerseys.
Yeah. Is it just a little bit darker of a navy?
I don't know.
No, because they're more like a royal. They're more of like a royal blue, aren't they?
Oh, it might be like a little bit darker. I don't even know anymore. But it's the same. It's the fucking. It's just. It's. I'm literally speechless because it's so fucking stupid.
It's like that meme. It's like, hey, can I copy your homework? Yeah, just change it up a little bit.
Yeah. Right.
All they do is change the color, like the different shade of blue.
I can't believe.
I'm looking.
Like, there was so much hope.
This is why Barzell's going to leave you guys.
Yeah, their current jersey's a little bit more royal blue, and this one is a little bit more navy blue.
Yeah.
And Lou, pull it back a bit. You're going too crazy.
And they flipped the stripes, I believe. I think the white is usually on the bottom and the orange is on the top.
Or the stripes a little bit thicker, maybe, too.
Way thicker, it looks like.
Yeah. Sick reverse retro.
All right. So from one sinking ship of New York to...
They should have gone to, like, just full-on orange jerseys, then.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Boom. Lady Liberty.
I like the Lady Liberty logo.
I love Lady Liberty.
I think they could have done more with the jersey, though, because it does kind of look like a practice jersey again.
Yeah. Shoulders. Maybe white across the top or white and red.
Little piping, maybe.
Yeah. That would look great. Anything at the bottom of the jersey itself, like you can continue with a lot of the other ones, like maybe throw that red, white, and red stripe along the bottom somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. Big fan of Lady Liberty, so that's like that right there is a win for me. But yeah, I agree. And also too, the gray behind, like the numbers.
Yeah.
Like I get the gray from the logo, but it's like you got the white stripe. Like that to me just doesn't sit right.
This picture, the way the person is standing, it almost looks like they're wearing a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a jersey.
I guess it makes sense because the jerseys that it's referencing, they didn't have anything at the bottom part of the jersey either, but the sleeves did finish out like a different color in red. So like actually would have been great because like we're doing reverse retro, right? Like why not make the jersey red?
Oh.
And then make the bottom part of the sleeves navy, and then have Lady Liberty on a red jersey. Has like New York, the Rangers haven't done a red jersey ever, have they?
I don't know.
Or that would have been a good opportunity to do maybe like a silver jersey or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not really reverse retro. That's just retro.
All right, Ottawa.
I'm struggling with this one.
I like this one. I think it looks good. The numbers aren't so much on the elbow, but they're in the stripes again.
It's just this. So this is what I was imagining more when they said they're bringing back the 2D logo. It's just way too plain for me.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's all right.
I mean, there's definitely worse of these, but I mean,
I'm
not going to go out of my way to watch this team play in these jerseys. That's for sure.
It's legit a reverse retro though, because the jerseys that they're going back to are black with red stripes, and so this one's red with black stripes. They did the literal, but they just I don't know. They removed the shoulder patches like the S. It seemed I don't think it has the S on it at all. Oh no, they do. Okay. It just you can't see it in that photo because it's up top. Yeah, it's like on top of the shoulder rather than at the shoulder. So
this is another one I need to see the full setup, I think.
Yeah, it's gotta I mean, they've gotta have black pants, right? Like they're not gonna go weird and be red.
Oh man, I hope not.
I would hate that so much.
We'll see.
Flyers.
I don't even remember seeing this one.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know. Like the white is just too much white on the sleeve.
You think it should have gone like black a little bit more, or maybe a little bit more orange?
Bring the black down more. Like bring the black down a little bit more orange, and maybe just do like how some like the white at the bottom.
Yeah, instead of like up the whole forearm itself.
Yeah, I don't know. This one,
it doesn't sit right. Like,
well, I think the weird thing to me that it looks like, it's like the black shoulders that like come down the side of the arm and then it hugs around the mid part of the arm.
Yeah.
Kind of looks weird. I don't know. It's like the black is trying to like hug you. Like,
yeah, it's just kind of a weird design.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else crazy about it. Like, yeah, I think the white just looks out of place with how much like the white stripe that separates the black and the orange on the jersey, like seems like it's supposed to be just like that tertiary like third color. Yeah. And then it's like, but fuck you, we're gonna throw it on the sleeves too, like really large. And I don't know.
It's just the whole pipe, like the whole way it goes, like this, how it like curves and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it just has a weird look to it.
I think what would make sense to me is like maybe like finish the sleeve in orange, and then at the bottom of the jersey above that black stripe add a white stripe there.
Yeah. So
that you have like 3 separate spots of white stripe rather than like what it looks like now.
The huge chunk of white.
Yeah. It looks like the jersey just wasn't like finished coloring. It's all right. Not anything great.
All right, then Pittsburgh trying to be the Rangers.
Hey, they had this jersey. I'm actually kind of mad. I think the Rangers, like, if they're going to do basically just the exact same jersey, I kind of like the Rangers one where it just said it across the chest was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is like another legitimate reverse retro, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't have a white one like that. They just had the black one, right? And then their whites were just the penguin head, like the triangle.
I really like that penguin, that like
the V. I was like the Yammer Yager, like the Yammer Yager, like right? You know what I'm talking about?
What?
The Yammer Yager era penguin jersey.
Yeah.
The angled penguin.
Yeah. And then it's like all the stripes and like the black. It was like the black with all the stripes down the body of him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just a triangle with like the penguin head on the top.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I remember this very vividly because when I first started playing hockey in Oak Park, like we actually had a team and it was the Oak Park Eagles, and it was legit the Penguins logo with an eagle head instead of a penguin head. You look, I'm watching you look this up. Yeah, see? It's just it's just that triangle. It's not the full body penguin. It's just the penguin head itself. That one. Yeah.
I always thought that was cool.
Yeah, I don't know why that's what I was kind of like expecting.
That's actually the jersey that would have been cool, that has like the lines tailing off to the side and going around the back, and then it switches to like the yellow. It's really hard to explain this. I hope people can just watch the video or go along with the posts that they've made.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, then they just have their regular logo of like the penguin skating on the shoulder too for these reverse retros.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. I do kind of like the fact that they went black numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And because like they could have kept the Pittsburgh like where it's yellow with black lining, and then they kind of flipped that and did black with yellow lining.
I think it'd just be too hard to see. I think they probably were like, oh, Dallas. How they're just like, yeah, white, let's go. And
but you can read Pittsburgh perfectly.
No, I know. I know.
Yeah, all right.
All right, San Jose.
Owen Nolan.
Yeah.
That's all I think when I see that jersey.
I mean, that's like a legit retro jersey. It's not really not too much changed.
It has a very 90s feel to it.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, using the old shark logo is great.
That's why they can't get far in the playoffs. They're always choking on the stick.
The stick that, yeah.
Yeah, I was a big fan of them. Definitely. I would have been cool to see them do like the Golden Seal stuff because that was like that was a leak thing that I don't know if they have the history.
They don't. I think it's Dallas that has the Golden Seals history.
All right.
It is in Dallas's. Yep.
Yeah, there was.
The only reason I remember that is from playing like NHL 14, where you can go through the jerseys of each team, and I was like, "Oh, Golden Seals under Dallas, got it."
All right, moving along. St. Louis.
Yikes.
Yeah, not a fan.
I wanted the trumpets.
Yeah, the trumpets would have been cool.
Oh, the trumpets. Oh man.
Those were crazy. This jersey is just, we have red. We're your rival. We're the red team.
Yeah.
You're the blue team.
Yeah.
This is not how this is supposed to work. So I don't know. It's
nothing to really.
It's a reverse.
It's the blue version of it's not bad. I mean,
they should have just gone yellow.
It's just something with any other team. I know other teams use red, but any other team that does like a main jersey red, I automatically am like, no, that's us. It's ours.
Yeah. But so they did the most literal version of a reverse retro though, because they swapped the red and the blue. That's about it. Like, I didn't even see this. So if you don't have the picture, but on the back of the jersey, the number is angled because of the lines.
Oh yeah.
Here, I'll show you. Like, you can kind of see it here a little bit. No? Yes?
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, man. I don't know.
I can't even try and get that.
That's weird. Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
So that's going to be weird as shit.
To be honest, St. Louis, you never had a chance. I hate you that much that I don't. You could have knocked out of the park, and I still would have been like, no, that's terrible.
They just steal the Blackhawks jersey.
All right, Tampa Bay, you're defending Stanley Cup champions.
Man, that white stripe at the bottom is so thick.
Right?
It is. It kind of makes the even on the sleeves, like the little black stripe on the bottom, look like very out of place.
There's no reason for it at that point.
I like the shoulder patch logos that they brought back with the lightning over the state of Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 90s jersey. I wish they would have gone with that, like
the storm
one.
Bottom. Yeah.
Because that one was fantastic.
What's that?
You like that one? The old, like the storm look?
Yeah.
I'm not. I've like I kind of said that I like it because I thought it was so bad it was good, and it's just the same thing too. It's just like, come on, you got an opportunity. You're not using these long term. Do something.
Yeah.
Do something different. Do something creative.
Embrace
your 90s.
I'm pretty sure Wendell Clark played in that Storm jersey at some point.
I think so. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like those are fine. I think, it's just too thick of the white on the bottom, and the shoulder is on the retro or the jersey that it's referencing. They droop down a little bit more, and the logo was more on the shoulder rather than on top. So like that's kind of pulled up, and then the bottom part being so thick makes the arm just look giant, like super long. And it's kind of weird.
It does elongate the arm. You're right. You're talking about how long they have the blue go? How far?
Yeah. Yeah, it makes the arm look just super long.
You're right.
It's freaking me out. Let's move on. Oh, God.
So, not a fan.
I think these are terrible.
These are so bad.
It looks like they tried to do a futuristic Toronto Maple Leafs logo, even though they have a better one or like now and have had better ones. You literally just have the outline of a maple leaf. They don't have any of the characteristics that they have now, where it's like a little bit of like
that's an
texture
old jersey
to it.
That's an old logo though. Like
it doesn't look good. It's the mixture of a couple of I saw too. It's not just that. It's like the jersey design is different from the era that the logo is from.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so like they're mixing two different eras with the logo and the design of the jersey.
Yeah, I think Frank from Hockey Illuminati actually tweeted out or put on Instagram. It was like,
that's where I saw it.
This jersey plus this jersey equals this. Yeah, he definitely was not a fan of these, and I gotta say, I agree with you, Frank. These are terrible in my opinion.
They could have been so much better.
They were going to combine a bunch of different eras. They should have just made them green. They should have won St. Pat's green.
Oh,
that would have been great.
That would have been really cool.
That would have been awesome. Didn't they do that for the Winter Classic? They used their regular logo and went green and white.
No,
I remember they went.
Oh, not the Winter Classic, but something.
But
yeah,
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm almost positive because it was. Wasn't it? It was when Garrett Sparks was on the team because he had like brown pads. They were rocking like old school looking gear.
I thought that was just the St. Pat's jerseys.
I thought it was green and white Maple Leafs jerseys, but I don't know. Maybe you're right.
Yeah,
it might have been. I don't know, but still, either way, you kind of do what Minnesota did, and you go with green and white with your current or your current logo. That would have been like pretty nice.
That would have been cool.
Get a little stripe behind it.
Was it maybe when they're doing like? No, see, I think it was just St. Pat's.
Yeah, I could be wrong. In my head, that seems like a great idea.
It does. I like that idea though.
But yeah, and like the shoulder patch on these is just a blue maple leaf. Like it doesn't have anything.
Why do you even need a shoulder patch on this one?
I don't know.
And then interesting, they went gray for the C. That's gray, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's blue with a gray outline.
Oh, okay. I can't. Okay.
It's a little tough to see on that photo.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. It's a blue with a gray outline.
Okay.
Huh. All right.
Oh man.
I kind of liked this jersey until I saw online that somebody put a Sprite can right next to it, and I was like, "Oh, it's a Sprite can." That makes sense. Never mind. The fucking Canucks. It doesn't bother me. I kind of like the gradient. Like no team does a gradient.
No. Oh yeah, that is. Oh yeah. Oh man, I don't know if I like that.
I think it would have been cool to use a different logo though.
I mean, it's literally a reverse retro. They took that jersey and they just put their current colors on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, reverse retro would have been just swapping the red and the blue.
Yeah, never mind. So it's like they just took their current colors with the old jersey. So
yeah, which is fine.
Yeah.
Like
that's like the Bertuzzi era, right?
Yeah. That's the jersey. That's the one he wore when he,
ended a guy's career and
basically. I think it would have looked nice with that if they used that the C with like the stick coming through to create the C logo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
And instead of this older like whale C,
the orca.
Yeah.
But the skate logo from the black jerseys.
Yeah, that would have been funny. I just realized that was a skate, so don't worry about me. Just not figuring shit out for a while.
It's legitimately called the skate logo. How did you not know that was a skate?
I didn't know it's called the skate logo. I never heard that before.
Oh my God, Tanner.
What? I don't like Vegas.
I hate these.
These are awful.
I love the logo though. I do love the secondary logo, but it definitely proves that that's not a good main logo.
Mm-mm. And that red, oh man, it's too much.
It looks like we talked about. It looks like an EASHL jersey right there. You unlock that logo and you're like, "Fucking right, boys! I got the team. Let's go."
But you only got these plain jerseys.
Not doing it for me.
They're based off of the Las Vegas Thunder jerseys, so it's the same thing. They just put their colors in it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't even think of like what color jerseys they wear now.
Vegas?
Yeah, it's white,
Black and white.
black and white. Yeah,
Or no, like the gray. It was the gray.
I get a black jersey. I don't know. Don't they have a gold third coming out too?
Yeah, and it's like that sparkle gold, like that at the
Yeah.
fucking so bad.
They could have.
Really bad.
Jesus Christ, I don't know.
Figure it out, and they're probably gonna use white gloves with this one too, and I'm gonna be.
I feel what would have made this jersey a little bit more bearable is if the shoulders were a different color.
Yeah, just to break that chunk of red.
Yeah. It doesn't help that this girl in this picture is wearing a red turtleneck underneath too.
I was just about to say that the turtleneck's not helping out this jersey's cause.
And red background.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really killing my eyes here.
Yeah.
I do not like this at all.
All right. Washington.
I don't like the C. I never liked when they put the C on the other side.
Yeah.
It's very Detroit.
Yeah, but I love the eagle. I've always loved that eagle logo.
The Screaming Eagle, yeah.
It could use shoulder color.
Yeah.
Yeah, they use a little there.
Yeah.
I think the reason they don't use change the color of the shoulders though is just because that eagle does come up so high. You would have like this little bit of red that between like I'm gonna assume like a navy color on the shoulders. Like it would just kind of be like, that's like really close to like that shoulder area. It's kind of weird.
So I asked Tanner this, like, first off, let me ask you this. Does it make you feel old that jerseys we grew up on are now considered retro?
Yeah, kind of. I never thought of it before, but yeah, it kind of makes me feel.
So how do you think Ovechkin feels that the jersey he came up on is being used as the retro jersey?
Yeah, he's probably like, I'm getting old.
Like, yeah,
he's got plenty of time.
Yeah,
probably the oldest guy in that Caps locker room, right? Or one of the oldest ones.
Gotta be. Yeah, 35.
Yeah, I think he is. I honestly can't think of anybody that would be older.
The only guy I remember is Brooks Like or whatever. What was that guy's name? Brooks?
Yeah, Brooks Like.
Yeah, isn't he
gone now?
Isn't Brooks Like in Vancouver? And has been for the past like 3 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, he like after they won the cup, he got signed by Vancouver, and it's like their face-off guy for the fourth line.
Oh, don't remember that.
Well, now you can remember it.
Right now,
I do like the stripes on the sleeves go with the middle part of the jersey, so it's like higher up on the left sleeve and lower on the right sleeve.
Yeah, I do like that detail. I don't like capitals. It's just kind of like Buffalo. Like, I don't know. You don't need that.
Yeah, but that's the literal reverse retro.
No, yeah.
Though. Unlike St. Louis, the numbers don't go on an angle, which I think is a good idea. You know what I'm saying? On the back of the jersey. The font's a little odd for the numbers though. It's kind of like slim thick in weird places.
All right, let's keep going on for a little bit. So let's go with the last one here. Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah.
Two thumbs way down for me.
the gray. I don't know.
I think add a touch of red somewhere, like if the logo itself, like the circle had like a red around it, or even if the logo itself had like how the C does, like that light blue around it or something.
I wish the Jets or the NHL owned the trademarks to the Thrashers because that baby blue Thrasher jersey would have been really cool as like a throwback for this.
Yeah, that would have been. I like the design of the jersey. I just think it's a little too much gray.
This one, I think out of all of these, this one definitely feels the most like those like old fashioned jerseys. Like how like NHL.com would always put out those like fashion jerseys and all that, and this one feels like one of those.
Yeah, it's just something I don't know, something off about it.
I'm just trying to look at like what it references, and
I mean, it can't reference anything because Arizona has the old Jet stuff.
well, it references that jersey, bud.
Does it really?
Yeah. It's literally pulled from the old Winnipeg Jets jersey lineup.
It's the 70s Jets jersey, right?
Yeah, it's literally that jersey, and then they did the thing where they used their colors in that jersey format. Yeah. I mean,
this needs some red.
Yeah. Do they not have any red in their jerseys now?
Let me see.
I honestly,
I can picture red in this. Idea. Yeah, I think in the main logo and like the secondary.
Yeah,
logo, not in the actual jersey.
Not in the actual jersey. Yeah. Yeah, it's got the fucking the leaf behind the jet, and their main logo is red.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm surprised they didn't like add any. I guess it's because it's a maple leaf. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, the red. The only red they have is that in the leaf, and then they have those alternates that have no red in them.
It could have been better.
Yeah, Winnipeg. Yeah. So, all right. So that is this is definitely a YouTube episode. So, definitely check this one out on YouTube. And you can.
Yeah. So once you got to this point of listening, make sure to rewatch it so you can know what we're talking about.
Yeah. So real quick, I know we've been going on for a little bit, so I just want to get everybody's top three, bottom three, and then we'll see you next time. So, Rossy, why don't you give us your top three first?
Top three, very easy for me. It's my three favorite teams. You got the Hawks, Panthers, and Devils. In no order. I thought those are the three best.
All right. How about you, Tanner?
Oh, man. Well, Colorado is one. I think Minnesota. I like that one a lot. And then I'm going to go – I was going to go LA, but I forgot about those fucking numbers. Arizona. I like Arizona's a lot too.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah. I like the purple. I think it's nice.
Well, I was going to try to pick differently, but I can't not take Arizona. So I'm taking Arizona. I am going to take – God, I don't want to pick the same ones. I'm going to take Buffalo. And then
Buffalo.
And then you know what? I'm going to say it. I'm going to say the Ducks.
Ducks.
No.
I will take the Ducks.
No.
I love that one. It's the murky water that drives me crazy, though.
It's like if I wasn't going to take the Ducks, I was probably going to take Florida, but I'm not double dipping completely. So
Boston's pretty good too.
Boston. I can't go over Boston.
Carolina.
All right. Yeah. All right. So bottom three. Ross,
easy.
You go? Yeah, Ross, you go again first.
Islanders.
Yeah. All right.
They didn't try. Anaheim. I can't do it, man. And then I'm gonna say Vegas. I mean, there were some real there's stinkers out there, but Vegas is just. Oof.
All right, Tanner.
Toronto.
God.
Detroit and Dallas.
I forgot about Dallas.
Yeah, you can't even tell that it's a fucking jersey. That's the problem.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
All right, I'm gonna go Nashville.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nashville.
Winnipeg and Vancouver.
Oh, see, yeah, there's so many bad ones. Now that you
those ones actually have like something going on.
Too, yeah.
Ugh. I don't know.
All right, well, definitely
there's definitely some really good ones and some that could use some retooling.
Mm-hmm.
Like Columbus. Fine. You know what? I'm gonna change my Ducks to Columbus.
Yeah, that one's really good. I'm still mad that like it's supposed to be reverse retro and like a lot of teams just did like retro.
Yeah.
Like a hodgepodge of different ones.
That doesn't bother me though. Are you talking about like? No, you're not talking about like Colorado and Minnesota, right?
No, I'm just saying like how some of them were legit like reverse retro, and then other ones were like it seemed like a combination of different.
Like the Kings.
Right.
The Kings did that. Who else did that? Fucking, I don't know, Winnipeg. No, Toronto did that. They took the logo from one jersey and then used the jersey design from another one.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. Reverse retro. Let's fucking actually do a reverse. Calgary.
Well, hopefully Adidas has been killing it with these jerseys. I think they've been doing a great job.
Yeah.
I was really nervous when they took over, but they've been killing it. I absolutely love the Adidas jerseys. I think this has got a great response that I think it kind of will show the NHL like, hey, let's show a little bit more personality. Let's have a little bit more fun with jerseys. So hopefully we'll see a little bit more of this in the future. Yeah. Other than that, you guys got any final thoughts on them?
I also hate Philadelphia's.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah. Tanner, your final thought, you hate Philadelphia. Okay.
There you go. You're welcome.
All right.
Kind of piggybacking off what you just said, Zach, I wonder if the NHL will start. Yeah, if it is a success and they have good, sales numbers, I wonder if they'll start doing like a sort of an AHL type thing where they have, special nights with special jerseys. And
that's what I wish they would do.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Rather than just wear them for like warm-ups, like they would do with like the Hockey Fights Cancer jerseys, or like the
military
camo
ones.
Military ones too. It's like just wear them for the game.
Yeah,
hockey jerseys are so cool, guys.
I forgot. I was gonna look up that rule. There's literally a rule about it. That's why they can't wear them. It's like in the rule book that they can't wear like those specialty jerseys. It has to be like one of the like primary or home or primary away. Like they can't wear like a weird one, like how the AHL just will wear random jerseys.
NHL, come on, be better, have fun.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Get with the times.
All right, so I think that about wraps it up from us. Again, Rossy, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
Make sure you guys check out his posts on HockeyBuzz, covering the Panthers. Always some great insight and great. He is, like you said, he is a fan of it, more of a fan than anything. So he's got like a cool like insight with it. So it's very different than your typical like insider like writing. So great read all the time. So yeah, we will. This was episode 115. What we're calling it, Tanner?
The reverse retro. Why not?
All right, and we will. We'll check you out on the next one.
All right.
Stay safe out there, guys.
See ya, guys. Love you. Bye.